The inner child is your real self. And in this Cancer season, we're going to see if you're operating from your real self or your trauma self. Let's get into it deeply. From the Akashic records of all that is, what they want us to let us know today of what we're going through in this 30 days in this Cancer season is this is the time where we're going to be really deeply into our emotional states. This doesn't mean we need to be overruled from the emotional state, but we need to be very aware of our emotional state. Are you operating in the intelligence of it, or are you operating in a victim mentality of it? Let's talk about the importance of emotions. Every single person, when they come into this reality, they start crying, no matter if they're a boy or they're a girl when they come out the womb. They cry. That's a frequency of emotions that we all have deeply as humans that we cannot suppress. The more we suppress our emotions in this earthly experience, this is when we're not using our full capability to manifest in this reality. Because when you're manifesting, you're using your emotions. This is why in the movie Friday they say, "Stop playing with my emotions, Smokey." Because emotion is a very powerful energy. Emotions is water, and water is the full memory of everything. You cannot control water. Water is going to do what it do. This is why in 13,000 years, I believe it's like around 13,000 years, Noah with the flood, it flooded earth. You see, even if it wasn't 13,000 years, you guys get what I'm saying with the water essence. And if you are a water sign, I want to get you to see no matter if you are a man or a woman, you have to understand your emotions. Because once you understand your emotions, you can use your emotions to channel divine frequencies, divine creation, your source channel from what's inside of you. But if you suppress it, you're not going to feel like you're operating in your authentic self. So how can we do this, and how can we fully operate in our highest emotional self and intelligence? You want to go back. What is your relationship with your mommy? What is the relationship with your mother? What did you observe from her? Was she very emotionally in tune? Was she very reactive? Was she crazy? Was she talking at you? This is what you absorb. So we want you to see, are you doing that too? Because Cancer is the mirror, Moon is the mirror, and Cancer rules the mother. So this is the time we have to see where we are in the relationship with our mother, and not just our earthly mother, the higher cosmic grandmother. The more we see this, we're going to see where we're operating in this game of life. The better relationship you have with the Sophia conscious of her, of mother, and also operating in the highest frequency of mother conscious with your mother, you're going to access a different frequency of your feminine conscious, no matter if you are a male or a female, because we all have masculine and feminine. You cannot have feminine without masculine and masculine without feminine. So this is a time where source creation, the Cancer season, is trying to get us to see you cannot suppress your emotions anymore, especially in this year of 9. You see, in this system that we live in, we for like at least 2,000 years we've been in a patriarchal system where it's been a suppression of the emotion. It's been more of the masculine mind, the logical mind, the mind that makes what's right. We've been operating from that system. And I want you guys to see, who is listening to this video, how has that been affecting your life of this patriarchal system? You think that been serving us? Do you think that been serving you? This is a time you should write about this. Journal about this. Get this emotion out your body. Because this is what we all going to realization about right now. This patriarchal system that we've been living in for at least 2,000 years have not been serving us all collectively. We have a lot of women that are single parents. Daddies are not in the homes. So when the daddy is not in the home and the mother got to do all the things for the kids, What you think that's doing to her nervous system? What do you think that's doing to her being? That's overwhelming her. So she got to be overprotector over herself. She got to be overprotector of the kids. And then she have the resentment of the masculine frequency. This is why she potentially cannot even bring a man in. You see the war on consciousness? You see the war against the feminine consciousness that rules the emotion? This is not just to feminine gender. This is to the masculine gender too, because we live in a society that told us your emotion is weak. And if you're operating in vulnerability and in emotions, you are a weak man. But I want to invite people to think deeper. What if I told you your emotions is your superpower? What if I told you your lunar intelligence, your subconscious, is your superpower? Because in ancient Kemet, we was all right hemisphere dominant, which is feminine consciousness, because the right hemisphere is feminine. We didn't even need the logical consciousness. We didn't even need the logical hemisphere. So that tells you, why has it been a suppression of the lunar intelligence? Why has it been a suppression of the Sophia consciousness? Because they want us to be controlled. But it's not time for us to be controlled anymore. It's time for you to release that mind, release that cord, rewire your mind, free your mind, unlock your heart, and move into new earth. The more you move into your heart, which is the feminine brain, which in all of us, we can shift into a different level of our being. And this is not just going to heal us, this is going to heal the ancestors that came before us too. Because Cancer rules ancestor healing. It rules the ancestors. So this is the time that you guys going to even potentially be feeling things regarding different things in different lifetimes, or even things you went through as a kid. Because, and if you've seen this energy, or having the awareness of this energy, you are the one that can clear this energy from your bloodline, you see? So a lot of people who have a stellium in Cancer, or they have a north node in Cancer, they were told things when they was a kid that made them feel like they wasn't special. They was told things as a kid that feel like they had to be invisible. They was told things as a kid that made them feel like they had to be insecure in their full superpower, what they used to do when they was a kid. If this is you, I'm talking to you, and I want to invite you that look at the things that you suppressed when you was a kid, but made you feel the most happiest, and made you move beyond space and time in real time. That's what you're supposed to do. Your purpose is your passion. Your passion is your purpose. The more you understand what you would do for free, and you can do it every day, and it's not like you're not working, this is how you're going to open up your emotional intelligence, your emotional architect. Because Cancer is the emotional architect. It is also a cardinal sign. So it's an initiation. It's an initiator. You are being initiated of who you are right now. And remember, it doesn't matter if you're a Cancer sun, Cancer moon, Cancer rising. We all have Cancer, because astrology is the body. So once you understand your fourth house, it's going to help you to free the mind. It's going to help you to unlock the four, which is the foundation, which is the stability, which is the Holy Trinity. This is also connected to Mary Magdalene, you see, and Yahshua. So if you are a Cancer, you probably have a deep connection to Mary Magdalene. This is the time. Go to your sleep. When you go to sleep, set your intention, see my connection to Mary Magdalene. Because these was Christ consciousness teachers. Mary Magdalene and Yahshua was Christ conscious teachers beyond space and time. So if you was there in that timeline, you can still go to that timeline in this timeline. You can just access it in your sleep, or you can access this in your meditations too. This is what this Cancer season is trying to get us to see, that we're all psychic. We are not this body. We are an electromagnetic frequency. We are light in a physical body. This is why we say home is not a place. Home is a frequency. So what frequency are you on? Because once you see the frequency you are on, you're going to see where you at in the collective conscious frequency, how you can shift others too. This is deep. I want you guys to understand. Cancer, this Cancer season is going to help us to see what's been going on deeply. Truth is being revealed deeply. You've seen this stuff with Iran. You've seen this stuff with wars around the world, almost like World War III. So this is why in this Cancer season, it's very important that you be in tune to your psychic ability. You be calm in anything that you are in, because you see that in this external world that chaos is going on. But where are you on in your internal world? Are you calm? Are you in tune of how you hear spirit? Are you in tune of how you talk to spirit? Are you in tune to how you see your psychic spirit within you? If not, this is the time to get in tune to your psychic ability. And stop saying it's too woo-woo. Maybe you should embrace the woo-woo. Because once you embrace the woo-woo, it's going to bring in the new schools across the world. So it's been a deep suppression of our full capabilities. That now, this cycle of the summer solstice, because once we move, we have 4 cycles. We have winter, we have fall, we have summer, and we in summertime right now. In this summertime, this is when we have more vitamin D. We have more sun, so we get in more psychic abilities. We have more consciousness. We are more creative. So if you're not feeling like you're not in your creation mode, your creation God code, this is the time to reflect. Why? And if you got to slow down, that's okay. Cancer wants to slow down. It wants to slow down. So if you feel like you need to slow down and you've been working, that can only hold for so long. Time to slow down and get into your creation capabilities. That then you're going to create money and it's not going to even feel like you are working. This is what God, Creator, Source, the universe want for all of us, because Cancer is the great mother. It's the great womb. So once you understand that Cancer is the great mother, the grand of womb, not the grand of womb, the great cosmic mother, how are you operating with the mother? How are you operating with your mother? And when I say your mother, you are your mother and your father and your inner child all at the same time. So if you have to shift into the energy of being the mother for your inner child, this is going to shift you into a different level of control of yourself, embodiment of yourself, honoring yourself, and a different level of unconditional love of yourself. We all need this deeply, especially in this Cancer season. This Cancer season is going to help us to see that if you are suppressing the feminine from within you, or you suppressing the feminine, no matter if you are a man or a woman, you cannot control that water, baby. You cannot control that water, baby. So last thing that I want to give you guys before I leave, I'm just feeling a lot of energy right now. I felt like I was in a trance channel. The last thing I want to leave you guys is see if you're operating in your positivity of your Cancer energy or you're operating in your negative Cancer energy. If you want to see what that looks like, if you're operating your positive Cancer energy, you are being your emotion. You're allowing alchemy to happen with emotions. You're being an intuitive channel. You can hold space and you don't let that space overrule you. Now, if you're operating in the shadow of the Cancer, you could be very overprotective. You can be in the control. You can be very clingy, and you can be very codependent. So I want you guys to like this. I want you guys to share this. And if you love this channel, subscribe to this. But down in the comments, I want you to see, what are you doing in this Cancer season? And what has your mother taught you, your earthly mother taught you, of how you need to be or what you need to not to be. Love you guys. I hope you love this video, and I will talk to you guys soon. Peace.